What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld, and today we're going to be talking about some untold secrets that you probably didn't know about Madden 20 that you're going to discover right now. One of the things I'm going to ask you guys to do is, if you're not subscribed to GmiasWorld Gaming on YouTube, please go over there and do so, because a lot of the things that we discover, we actually discover it during the live streams, which I then put on GmiasWorld Gaming in full, so you can kind of see, you know, all my wins, all my losses, the things that we experiment with, and everything that's going on. We're going to be discussing very, very basic things. You can notice on the right side that Patty Mahomes is now the QB. Randy Moss has abilities, and you're probably wondering, what is going on with me? Why would I change up what I've been doing when all I do is run the ball? And, you know, pretty much that's been the meta. Let me explain to you what's going on right now. The whole thing about the pass lead elite, because John Elway has been rage sold effective immediately, that video where he actually threw a ball nowhere near where it was supposed to go with the pass lead elite, but actually he did lead pass it with Gunslinger, and the defender actually jumped up like a cheetah with the rocket launcher stuck in the middle of his butt cheeks and just picked it off in the cover two. Now, for those of you guys that you understand cover two zones, when the cloud flat leaves the press, like after he tries to hold the press and the safety veers to either side, if the release of the receiver is much faster than how long that press is supposed to be, that safety usually cannot make it to the outside to get there, especially if your quarterback has Gunslinger and on top of that also has pass lead elite. So we discovered together that pass lead elite doesn't make any sense, and that's going to go ahead and jump into a lot of the things that we're going to discuss right now. The biggest thing about Madden 20 is a lot of the things that are supposed to make sense just doesn't. So the pass lead elite that's supposed to give you a different range on where the ball's supposed to go, I'm going to urge you guys to stay away from it. Because I don't know if it's because I started using it that EA tuned it and it just doesn't work, but it's been really, really bad, and I don't want it to affect you guys. Also, why is this guy here? Team of the year. This dude's garbage. Like, give me my training with that. I don't know. When you get those free players, get rid of them immediately. They serve no purpose. But anyway, like I was saying, so you would think that these things are very, very important. They would help you to, win some games and things like that. It actually does not. All right, so with the ability aspect of the game, I'm going to tell you guys and my veterans alike, because we all saw it together, even if you're new to Madden, when you're building your team, you have to understand that a lot of the things that you put into the players with the abilities, more than likely, a lot of them just aren't going to work. Okay? it is what it is. It's not like, I don't really know how to break it down more than that by letting you understand that certain things, other than the main things like escape artists, which they tuned down drastically after people were running backwards and just burning everybody and then running back upfield like it was Madden 04. They tuned that, so now the slowest defenders can run you down behind the line of scrimmage, even if you're Michael Vick. As a matter of fact, as a test, for those of you guys that are subscribed to GmiasWorld Gaming, I put out a video about Michael Vick getting chased down by Mean Joe Green. If you saw that video, you would be able to validate what I just said about that and kind of further understand why I'm saying that pretty much these are things that people won't just let you know, but I'm going to let you know. Because if you continue to do it, like if you continue to, put certain things on your players, you invest in certain aspects of your players, it's not going to work. And yes, we can voice our opinion, about certain things and try to figure out how we can fix certain things. But at the end of the day, all we can do is, give our feedback. And my feedback is given on a regular basis. I don't like the fact of a lot of the animations that go into the fact that, a 2-inch gerbil can pick off Randy Moss and run it for 6, then populate with your moms. Like, it's a lot of things that go on, and you guys might think that you're the only ones going crazy, but you're not. And that's why I try to let you guys understand. You're not going through anything that the other viewers that are watching this video right now are not going through. We are all going through a lot of crazy stuff, and it just doesn't make any sense. Now, this is kind of messed up though, because you don't get a quick sell value for this? Are you serious? Bruh, we just gonna have a Dog, we can only put this item into the 92 set? That's it? Okay, so EA Sports is out here playing games, bruh. EA Sports out here playing games. They don't give you quick sell. Okay, we gotta report that. We gotta report that. That's gonna be actually, reported. Let me go ahead and take a picture of that real quick. Right here. Can we go to, let me just make sure, because I got to send this into EA. So I did not know that you could not, you know, it's only eligible for one set, and you can't auction or trade it. That doesn't seem to make much sense, especially with the fact that who wants a Michael Irvin? That dude's garbage. It doesn't make any sense. We're also going to talk about something else as soon as we go and check that harvest set to see if it's even worth it to try to complete anything with that. I really don't think so, because I'm not going to go. 4? You need 4 of these items? GG's in the chat. Yeah, you guys think I'm really going to go and spend all this stuff? Because you got to build these, right? Yeah, you gotta build them up from scratch. Nah, I'm not doing that. They're gonna have to patch that. They're gonna have to give me all my training. Like, that's crazy. That I didn't even know, and none of you guys even told me that was popping off. It ain't no way I'm making 4 of those. I'm gonna have to just sit on that 92. They got to do something about that. But now, the next level stuff that we're gonna go over right now is gonna make, bro, your eyeballs are gonna probably pop out. All right. Now, I told you guys that I've been passing the ball a lot more. I'm gonna explain to you some of the things that I've also been doing. Right. Bo Jackson. I know you guys know I hate him, right? Everybody, look, I say, look, the guy, you know, he's fast, all that stuff, but I hate the way that EA has made his card. He often trips over himself. He does weird stuff. I've been very, very open with you guys about that. Let me explain something else, though. Have you guys tried playing him without abilities? Let me just, bro, when I get that video, I'm gonna have to get the videos edited and put out on GmiasWorld Gaming, but just look out for it. Bo Jackson without his power-up is OP. And I completely mean it. It is wild, the stuff that this guy does. Put it like this. One of my last games that I played, I was down by 14 points. And it was a critical 4th down. And I ran the ball out of doubles. It was like single back doubles. And Bo Jackson got hit right at the line. Like right at the line to gain. The dude broke like 3 or 4 tackles by like just doing whatever he wants by himself. Keep in mind, I had like, what did I have on him? I had armbar on him. I had bruiser. I had all that stuff. The dude could not stiff arm a dead ant. He did all of that with no abilities. Then later in the game, what I ran the ball again. The dude, like, everybody came in, everybody collapsed, like the corners, everybody's running after him. I did a simple juke, and he broke everybody and went for 6. Now, the reason I had jukebox, obviously jukebox is OP. I still have it on ED, but with the way that it is, though, because he's so fast, you generally don't need to do that much. Like, there's not a lot that you really need to do in order to get him to do, you know, run the ball and just go for 6. Once he gets straight away, he's gone. So I chose to forfeit it, and we did it together as a stream. Shout out to all of you guys that were part of the stream. And we decided, like, yo, let's take this off. Took it off, letting you know, this is an exception to the rule, though. I would recommend that at least one of your running backs, you know what I'm saying, has an ability, abilities, but that's up to you, because you can't really knock the freight train with Eric Dickerson starting with it. So I would recommend it, not to say that you have to do it. I am in no way or form fashion telling you that you need to or you have to. I'm just saying that, you know, QB, running back, wide receiver is usually the way to go. All right. So with that being said, we went over to Randy Moss, and a lot of you guys that were in the stream, you guys were very, very helpful. Thank you guys so much. I'm going to explain to you guys some of the things that, were explained to me. Now, the reason that I didn't know that Randy Moss got post-flag elite is because I wasn't even really thinking about giving him this until after I spoke to some of the guys in the chat. This is the situation. The most OP route in the game is the post route. The out route was, you know, OP also if you run tight or whatever, tight offset, and you were running around with Torrey Holt. You know, he was early on one of the greater, route runners and stuff like that. So that was all cool. This right here is extremely OP. Let me explain to you why, you know, I was about to get this one, like the in-post elite or something. And they were like, why don't you get, you know, post-flag elite? It's both in one. So I'm letting you guys know, I didn't even know they had it combined like that. So you get both of them just in one. You know, it's post and corner route, so you don't have to do them individually. I left, the reason that I thought that it was still individual, because I was still thinking about Torrey Holt. But, you know, when somebody helps me with something, I like to make sure everybody knows what's going on, especially like this, the curl comeback elites. It kind of takes away from you having to do stuff individually with the way that the other routes are. So as far as those go, obviously when you see the word elite, that means that everybody is, you know, every one of those type of routes, he's going to run it a little bit more pep in the step-ish. Like he's going to have like, I really want to do this type of movements. You know what I'm talking about? So he'll be able to get that done, and it actually works out a lot better. Now, this is something that I want you guys to understand as well. The streak specialist is definitely a necessity if you're going to be, you know, powering up a wide receiver and getting them with abilities, because at first it was very, very OP at the beginning of the year. People complained they toned it down dramatically and made it trash, but it's still something that you can kind of see. If you're playing against an average corner, they usually run right by them and you have the opportunity to get the ball down there for 6. Usually. Okay, like I'm just letting you go. Usually that's the way it goes on. I would recommend that. And then finally, because I don't get Hot Route Master, we're going to get to Patrick Mahomes and, you know, everything that I did with him as well. You know, obviously, John Elway had to go. We rage sold him live on stream. I told you, pass lead elite, bro. Like, I led past it, and I realized that every quarterback throws the ball to the outside the same exact way. It's so stupid. But that's neither here nor there. You're going to probably need something along the lines of an outside or a slot apprentice. Now, why is this important? Being able to make your routes on the go is very, very huge. I chose outside apprentice because I like to isolate Randy Moss. I want him by himself so that people have to pay more attention to him, and I can start to run the ball out of more under center, more wide receiver sets. So that way, if you come out running certain defenses, I have the advantage. That's pretty much what it's about. So I can make post routes, crossers, all that stuff just right away. It makes sense to do it that way if your quarterback does not have Hot Route Master. Now, Hot Route Master is geared towards the field generals who usually are a lot slower and can't get escape artists. So it doesn't really make sense for me to go that route anymore because I thought I was doing the right thing by being able to lead pass. EA showed me I was horrifically wrong. And I learned by getting an L in my file. And that's the way that you got to understand it. Once EA shows you what they're all about, you can't play games. You got to make moves. We made the moves immediately. You have to be able to adjust. The game is what it is. They're not just going to come out and tune it and make the ball be able to throw in the proper way out of nowhere and the safety don't be able to jump it. They're going to keep it the same exact way. So with all of that being said, it's very, very important that you guys understand this. Please focus on the abilities that actually mean something on your team. Because if you do not, you are going to get a lot more L's than you have to. So if you choose to keep the 2 running back style, that's fine. I would recommend that if you have Bo Jackson, take the abilities off of him. And I guarantee you're going to come back to this video like, yo, good luck. I just saved, you know what I'm saying? I just saved wasting a lot of time doing other stuff by, taking out ability off him because he's garbage. You don't have to add that he's garbage. We all know he is, but that's not what this is about. What this is about is making sure that you build your team the right way that's formidable and you're able to get those wins. Now remember, starting off with Moss 100, if you get the ball, as soon as you get the ball, never forget, your first play, throw it to this guy no matter what. Run around, do whatever you got to do. He's going to catch it, as long as it's 55 plus yards. So that starts the game off a lot better for you as well. That's also a really, really good thing. The double me and stuff like that, you can actually stop that. But this right here is very, very difficult to stop. I showed you guys a video on how to stop it, but everybody doesn't know how to do it. So you should have an advantage running it. So definitely try it out. Make sure you get on that as soon as possible. All right. And those are the things that I have for him. And I just told you pretty much why I'm using it like that. Now, getting back to Patrick Mahomes, it's not all about the escape artists for why I went after Patrick Mahomes, more than the fact that I think he's actually going to win the Super Bowl and be our 99 overall, most valuable player and the first 99 in the game. It'll be the perfect story. Cover athlete, 99 Super Bowl champion. EA probably already got it made. So look, with him, I went with certain things that, I always liked, but I just didn't have it on other cards because I didn't want to mix and match the way that I wanted, pass lead elite and the other stuff with John Elway and things like that. Escape artist is a given, regardless of how you want to play. Then you go to identifier, you want to know where your opponent is, and then dashing deadeye. So you just run around, throw the ball anywhere, eyes closed, butt cheeks out, and it's always going to be a dot. And that's pretty much it. We obviously, went with bazooka and we left it at that, and it is what it is. What do I think about this card overall? I think it does everything it's supposed to do. He also gets Gunslinger, but like I just told you before, Gunslinger and Pass Lead Elite couldn't get the ball fast enough to where I wanted it to get. So I don't think you guys should go with Gunslinger at this point. Just throw the ball the way, whatever, and see what happens. Why is he only a 98 throw power? I thought I got him to 99 before. What did I do to get him to 99? I don't remember. Did I have to go in? I think I probably had to use the stadium, the Kansas City Stadium. But what? Let me see something. Is Go Deep not maxed out? Like, what is going on? It's no way possible that this idiot doesn't get it. Go Deep, 31 out of 30. What is... Hold up, his regular card. I could have swore that this guy had 99 throw power. Let's look at his card real quick. Oh, I got to go to the other one, look at the base. They start him at 95 for his maxed out card? I don't remember that. You know what's funny, guys? I didn't even check it. I just automatically assumed that he had 99 throw power. Okay, so he goes 95. All right, so he gets the 3. 1 from John Madden Coach, 2 from Go Deep. That's 98. If we wanted to get him the additional throw power to be 99, we would have to upgrade the stadium and then involve Kansas City, uniforms or whatever and do that, which I'm not going to do. 98 is more than enough. It's fine. I'm going to leave it like that and go from there. So those are some of the transformations that we've made. I want you guys to understand that I really play the game to see what works so that when I talk to you guys about it, even if we debate it, we get to a common ground that we understand. There's some things that just don't make any sense, and it is what it is. All right. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna put T.O. back where he was before. I'm gonna let him be the starter because it actually works out in a lot of my other sets that T.O. is on the side that he's on. So I'll leave him there. It doesn't matter, and then I'll activate Randy Moss back and leave it at that. But yeah, that's pretty much what it is, and I want you guys to understand that. Question the stuff that doesn't work because probably it doesn't, and that's what many of us don't do. And I'm just gonna let you know, guys. I'm going to switch my team as often as I need to switch it to make sure that I have the advantage. I believe you guys and girls should do the same. I want to thank you guys and girls for watching as well. You have an unbelievable day. Until next time, one love.